So everybody, welcome to week 2 of our social media training. Today's focus is on Twitter engagement. I get a lot of questions from people who are signed up for the soundboard that say, it's really nice that you're tweeting for me, but I don't know what to do with it after the tweet goes out, or I get a notification that something's occurred and I'm not quite sure how to follow up. So that's the focus of today's talk, and certainly using our 5 pillars of social media success. This is an aspect of conversation. So not only creating conversations, but engaging in those conversations to nurture those relationships. So we'll both be looking at this presentation deck as well as some live examples on Twitter. So first thing to be aware of how they work is a hashtag. So this is something that you're going to see in a lot of tweets that Edge Theory and the soundboard create for you. A hashtag is a conversation unifying system. Okay, it's kind of like a live link. It can be any word or phrase that starts with a pound sign and does not have spaces. If you put a space or any kind of punctuation in the hashtag, that's where it will technically end, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. You can make up your own hashtags if you would like to. A lot of people that have popular accounts do this, and it's kind of a way to be cute or glib. But the thing about it is that if you are always making up your own hashtags and other people aren't also using them, you are essentially shouting in an empty room. Because the point of a hashtag is to get your message found by other people who aren't following you and to connect you with larger conversations. So to detect what is a large conversation on Twitter, you need to go and maybe search for that hashtag and see if other people are using it. And it's also a great way to search for things by topic if you are interested in them. So let's go over here, hop over to Twitter, and I'll show you a couple examples here. First of all, to search, you can search by hashtag, and every tweet that has that hashtag is going to come back in your list in just time order. All right, so this is a great way to figure out, if there's something specific you want to know about. You can just put your idea in there and see. I was going to finish the thought: vegan recipes. Twitter's already told me this is an active hashtag, so this is a good thing to search for, and you'll know that you will get a lot of good information about that. Okay, so that's a great way to use it. If you want to type a hashtag into your message or figure out if something is a good idea. All right, we've already typed that. We're in a search for that, so Twitter assumed we want to use that already. I'm going to go ahead and clear this one out and just make up a goofy tweet. And now I'm going to start typing here. I'm going to type the hashtag symbol, and then I'm just going to start typing a letter. And I was going to type something like super day or something like that. But what happens is when you start typing, Twitter shows you some active hashtags. It suggests some hashtags to use based on what it thinks you may be typing. All right, so this is just a great way to figure out what's kind of going on out there. Obviously a lot of television shows, and then this looks like a name. I'm not sure what that is. But you can keep doing, that. If that's a quick and easy way to figure out some active hashtags. Now, one thing that March has going on is National Nutrition Month. Hashtag National Nutrition Month. This is something that's being hosted. I guess it's ultimately an arm of the FDA. Actually, I don't know. Eatright.org. Has put out a lot of information about it. There's a weekly Twitter chat with some nutritionists going on, and my team and I have created some soundboard tweets that mention hashtag National Nutrition Month because we do want you involved in those larger conversations. So that's a great way to include yourself Again, this is an example of a planned conversation, a planned trend that eatright.org hopefully hopes will catch on in a major way, that people will be all using hashtag National Nutrition Month. And then there's another one that is National Nutrition Month chat. There is a weekly Twitter chat going on using that hashtag. If you're unfamiliar with how a Twitter chat works, basically you'll have a person throw out a question at an announced time, and then anybody can respond to that question. And as long as everybody's using that hashtag NNM chat, then everybody can see what everybody else is saying. And so that's a really great way to connect with people as well. So hashtags, very helpful, very useful way to, again, get found by people who aren't looking for you, to get included alongside other people using that same thing, be a part of bigger conversations, as well as being creative maybe on how you can add some active hashtags into what you care about. To use it, we've already kind of shown this, but again, you just start typing the pound sign, and then don't put a space. If you do put any kind of punctuation or apostrophe or anything like that, it will break the hashtag. So that's why sometimes you see them this long, hashtag I love fresh fruits and vegetables in my smoothie, and somebody has to cram all that in, and it's hard to read, but you see people doing stuff like that. And then the other thing that Twitter does is they keep track of trends, okay? And this is where Twitter really shines apart from Facebook in how quick and immediate it is. And if there's something major going on in the world, you can find out up to the second what is happening. And you got to take some of it with a grain of salt. But based on hashtags, you don't have to go out and follow all these news agencies. Of course, the big thing Sunday night was the mix-up at the Oscars with the mispronounced or the wrong announcement about the film. But that trend is already come and gone. So I'm just looking at trends for today. Well, today is Fat Tuesday. Today's Mardi Gras. I do not want to click on that hashtag on a live presentation. Something's going on in Gulfport. I don't know what this is. Something, of course, there's always political trends going on. This is Rare Disease Day. Who knows what that is? And then sometimes you get these funny hashtags that pop up that trend for a day, and a lot of people comment on them and things like that. And then, of course, Lent will be a big one tomorrow. So Twitter's always keeping track of what's doing well. There's another service that we use. We have a scraper in-house that we can tell what hashtags are doing well, but there's also another one that you can access. It's called Hashtagify. Hashtagify. I think it's .me. Let's see if this is right. Yeah, Hashtagify. And you can put in a hashtag, and it will search for tweets using that hashtag, but it will also show you related hashtags. And so people who use hashtag healthy also use a lot of these other hashtags. And so it'll tell you usage of these, and then popularity, and then they'll kind of base the size of the circle on usage. These are all fairly consistent. But this is a great, pretty easy tool to think outside of maybe what Soundboard's providing for you. We do tweet for you a couple times a day if you've got that Twitter plan turned on. But if you want to add to what we're doing, or if you're on the $10 a month plan and we're not auto tweeting for you, then this is a great resource, coupled with again, just searching on Twitter and just figuring out if you start typing and they provide something for you related to that, then it's a valid and active and useful hashtag that you can be a part of. So yeah, this would be a good one. You also remember, if you create your own, I love fruits and veggies, you may find other people using it. But when I think of a hashtag that I think that could be good, I usually go and search for it. So other people have used it, but not for 2 years, literally 2 years ago in a couple of days. And before that, it was 14. So you can see some people had the same idea, but this is hardly an active hashtag. So when you're checking for things like this on Twitter, make sure you're checking date stamps on the things, because there's no point in pouring a lot of energy into something that you think is trending when actually nobody's using it at all. And then just from a consumption standpoint, on Twitter, if you ever want to find out what's going on, you can search for, hashtag Syria or hashtag Jackson MS tornado, which is a great way to get up to the minute news. So super helpful there. And then keep in mind, keep your ear to the ground with these planned trends. So again, March, National Nutrition Month. August every year is always More Fruits and Veggies Month. And so you can, let's even look this up, and I'll show you how I found this. So this is National Nutrition Month. Yeah. So I just Googled National Nutrition Month. Actually, I originally Googled health hashtags for March, because I'm always planning ahead. Health hashtags for April. And first thing that popped up was eatright.org, National Nutrition Month with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And then they have this social media toolkit. So I've actually put all this stuff in the soundboard for tweets. I'm going to be adding a lot of this stuff throughout the month to the part where you can share. But you have right here, you have GIFs, you've got memes. A lot of these images are already in. You might have noticed some of these tweets have already gone out. This is like a banner for your Twitter account. They've got suggested Facebook and Twitter messaging. They've got Facebook and Twitter backgrounds. And then there is something, these Twitter chats. So March 1st, tomorrow, is the first Twitter chat. And so what you can do if you want to participate in this at 12 noon Central is on Twitter, just start searching for this hashtag NNM chat. And so tomorrow, this person, Vandana Sheth, is going to be posting questions. All right. And so I don't know if it's going to be coming through her handle or coming through the @EatRight. It will probably be published by the @EatRight. But everything that they do with this chat is going to be hashtag NNM chat. And so if you search for that, you're going to see these tweets just one right after the other coming through, with people responding to her questions and participating. And then as she can, as fast as they come in, she will try to be responding to people. And then you can just consume. You can follow all these people. You can contribute to the conversation. Just make sure you include hashtag, let's say it right, NNM chat. And what you have to say will be seen alongside all these other people. So if you have not done that before, you got 4 across the month, that could be a very good thing to participate in and leverage the power of the hashtag. So speaking of leveraging audiences, let's talk a little bit about growing your audience. This is another thing that comes up a lot on soundboard trainings. How do I grow my audience? So I have said on multiple occasions that followers ultimately don't matter on Twitter, and they are not the ultimate metric of success. Cheryl has a question. Yes, this is being recorded, but she can't hear me. So let me type her a message. Yes, we will. Okay, so there's a invisible threshold that Twitter has out there that they don't really tell a lot of people about. But there is one little threshold that you need to work at getting over if you have not done so, and that is 50 followers. If you can hit 50 followers, you start showing up in searches a lot more frequently. If you have 9 followers, if your account is still a Twitter egg, if you haven't put an image in, if you've never ever done anything on your own through your Twitter handle, if you literally created it, set it up for Soundboard to tweet for you, and you've never ever revisited it again, at some point, if you don't go to that Twitter handle and do something to it or through it, you will be put into what is called Twitter jail, which means Twitter will stop posting Soundboard tweets for you because they don't think you're a real person. So first of all, you do need to make sure your profile's filled out, like we talked about last week. Also, you do need to strive for this goal of getting 50 followers. Well, how do you do that? There's some cheats, there's some workarounds, and there's some services that all promise to do this for you quickly and overnight. And I would highly recommend avoiding all of them for a couple of reasons we'll get into in a minute. How do you do this the right way? Follow people that you're interested in and that you care what they have to say. Start with area businesses, area health food stores, area organic markets, area farmers markets, area gyms, people in your community, local news anchors. I follow all my local news anchors. I don't watch the local news. It's terrible. But all my local news anchors are constantly tweeting out stories that I want to know what's going on in my community. I just don't want to sit through a half hour of, you know, the B Squad in Jackson, Mississippi. So anyway, but they'll follow you back is the point. If you go and follow these local businesses and real people, they will follow you back. Now, if you love Beyonce, by all means, go follow Beyonce, but Beyonce's not going to follow you back. President Obama's not going to follow you back. President Trump's not going to follow you back. But local people, real people will. So start doing that. Go out and find your friends. You know, you can cautiously connect your accounts, or excuse me, your contacts, if you've got them up in the cloud in Google or something, to Twitter, and it'll tell you who is on Twitter that's in your contact list, and you can follow them. So do that. Now, here's what you don't do. Don't do this with one of these services that advertise 40,000 followers for $18 or $42 or whatever it is. Yes, you will get 40,000 followers overnight, but what you are buying is vanity. You are buying an enormous amount of fake accounts to auto follow you, or you are buying from a service that pays 8-year-old third world country kids to sit and make accounts all day long and follow you, or you are going to have illicit accounts follow you. None of these things will benefit you at all, other than you can say, well, I have 40,000 followers. Well, it's totally meaningless, and it only strokes the ego. Please do not cave in. Twitter actually will downgrade your account significantly in searches if you do this, because they know what you did. And Twitter takes extreme effort to do bot sweeps, which means it will close thousands of these accounts at a time in one fell swoop. So you can go to bed one night with 40,000 followers and wake up with 18,000 followers because it's gone out and closed all these accounts. So please do not do that. The other thing that is not worth your time to do is there are a lot of bored teenagers on Twitter that have this hashtag follow back. Hashtag follow back. And if you follow them, they'll follow you. They don't care who you are. That can drive your numbers, but it doesn't do anything for you as a person or your business and you as a brand. So avoid it. Do the hard work of going out there and getting your account over 50. But all the Soundboard subscribers that I've talked to said over time they do pick up followers, real followers, organically. because of the way that the content introduces them to new people. Another interesting way to get followers is go, let's just do this the easy way. Go follow, Juice Plus, the main handle. Let's see if we can find the official one. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there's this. Go see who follows Juice Plus. No, even better. Go see who Juice Plus is following. All right, that's some influencers there. Go follow these people. See what happens. They've got something interesting to say. Shannon Miller, Olympic medalist. I think she's in Juice Plus videos. Let's see what her ratio is. She has 60,000 followers and only follows 1,400 people. She may or may not follow you back. But a lot of these other people probably will. They just look like normal people. Melly, Beth, Paul, Kimpy. So here's a great resource or a great, collection of people to just go boom, 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 follow, and get your count up. So be aware of that. You will pick up strange followers from time to time on the Twitter platform. Let's go back to my followers as the Juice Plus helper. Don't be bothered by this. Don't be bothered by getting followed by accounts like this. Financial consulting for small businesses, you're going to get followed by stuff like this frequently. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. If you get followed by an account that seems a little sketchy, I'm going to pick on Juice Plus Jasmine here for a second. Juice Plus Jasmine, if you're on the call, sorry for making fun of you. Okay, this screams sketchy all day long to me, but thankfully it's not illicit. Okay, we've got of course the gym workout picture. It's a protected account, and this is not okay, right? This is not okay. This is not compliant, I would think. She's from Wales. She doesn't know any better. Maybe she does. So let's just pick on Jasmine. So let's just say Jasmine has an even more graphic picture, totally inappropriate. You have a couple of options. Click on the gear wheel. You can mute Jasmine, which means you would never see what Jasmine has to say. But Jasmine already has a locked account, so we would never see it anyway. You can block Jasmine, which means Jasmine cannot see what you do, or you won't see her content if you were to follow her. Report is if it's pornographic, and Twitter gets a flag and they will go take it down if it doesn't meet their state, their decency. So just be aware of that. You're probably not going to have anything absolutely horrible come through, but just be aware of that you have that option. I haven't taken the time to purge this in a while, but it's certainly, I don't want wonderful people like yourselves taking a look at who follows me and seeing something that is awful. So I do take the time. I do try to take the time to clean it up, and I've only had to do it, a handful of times in the couple of years I've been running this handle. So it's not an epidemic. Don't worry about that. Okay, account engagement, the big thing. What do you do once this stuff comes through? How do you respond once the tweets are going out? So stay on top of your notifications. Your notifications is your friend. This tells you who liked your tweet, who followed you, who retweeted you. Nobody's talked to me in a little while. Let's see if I can find an example of a mention. So here's an example of some kind of weird auto service that mentioned me. Healthy Living Soundboard, frequent your local farmer's market to find fresh fruits and veggies for what? I don't know. So you can see this is some kind of outside service that did this. Not impressed. This is somebody that I struck up a conversation with who is going to be one of the presenters in one of the Twitter chats for National Nutrition Month. So this is a real conversation between two Twitter accounts going back and forth. So what do you do with all this stuff? Okay, well, here's your protocol. If they follow you, if people follow you, check on them, see who they are. Hover over this. This is Heidi. Something about the Diamond Club. I don't know what that is. Juice Plus, Best Mom. I guess she's from the UK because that's how they spell mom, or maybe Australian. So who knows what the Diamond Club is. But if it's somebody that is at least a little bit relevant, follow them back. Very kind of you to do. All right. We've already followed Kathleen back. Here's Melissa. Melissa is probably a Juice Plus rep. Loves fitness. Great. Let's follow her. Tree Vitalize. Organic, delicious birch water brewed inside a tree. That sounds gross, but sounds like a good connection. Let's make that connection. So this is the first etiquette. Follow people back that follow you if it is somebody you want to make a connection with. Okay, next thing you do is who's liking your stuff. All right, so then go through and see, okay, Danielle is a personal trainer, health and wellness. Okay, she's a Juice Plus rep, so we want to follow her, but what did she like? Okay, she liked to tweet about needing an afternoon pick-me-up. Ginseng tea is always a natural energy drink. Okay, so let's make a further connection with Danielle. Now, at this point, obviously, I'm not trying to sell Danielle any Juice Plus products. But what we can do here is, nope, we don't want to click on the tweet. We want to click on Danielle. And she liked our tweet. So it was a couple of days ago. So this is going to be a little after the fact. But we can tweet to Danielle. So when we go to her profile, right? And then we hit tweet to or message. You have two things here. Tweet to is the public one. I recommend starting there. The message is the private direct message that only you two can see. It's like an email or a text. Don't start with that. Don't lead with that. It's suspect on Twitter. Get the conversation going in a natural, public way, and then if you start talking product, then move it to the direct message. Also, direct messages have no character count limits, so you can actually have a real conversation on DM. So we're going to tweet to Danielle. We're a couple of days after she liked our tweet, so she's probably already forgotten. So let's say something like, hope you are enjoying, let's use our hashtag here, National Nutrition Month. Got any nutritious, I can't type and people are looking at me, nutritious smoothie recipes. All right. If you want to add a photo or something or a GIF, you can. And then we're going to tweet. Boom. So what we've done now, obviously I know it's a little different because Danielle is a Soundboard subscriber. But when people you don't know follow you, figure out why did they interact with you? What is the topic about? And then start the conversation there. I'll scroll down a little bit and show you an example of, I was on a call like this a week or two ago and found a good example of somebody who followed us, who is some kind of like celebrity workout trainer dude. And we tweeted at him. Yeah, this is it on Valentine's Day. Geraldo Maglera is a celebrity fitness trainer, author of The Fountain of Youth, and he's on TV. Okay, so he followed my account. And when I saw that, I followed him back and I sent him, I tweeted at him. It was a Valentine's Day and it was something like, hey, we got our date tonight. What can we do to look our best? And he tweeted back at me some workout tips for your abs. All right, so great connection point there, simply based on the fact that he followed me. I figured out what he was interested in and I spoke his language and he responded. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that you're really going after with notifications, is figure out who's interacting with you, figure out what they care about and talk to them about what they care about. And there's your cocktail party, easy, casual connection, conversation starter that could lead to something else. So this is where, the soundboard provides for you up to a point. You take it to the next step. with these notifications. So figure out who they are. Joan is retweeted our tweet about healthy meal prep with frozen foods. Stock up on fruits and veggies for the off season. She's a retired animal lover who enjoys volunteering. Ask her, again, I know Joan's a soundboard subscriber, but if this were you, make the connection point on either your love of animals or what is driving her health passion. Is it something, in her life or her family's life that she's seen healthy living make a difference for? And, you only have 140 characters to do it. So be short, sweet, and to the point. All right, here's our 30 minutes. If you have not signed up for the soundboard, please do so. We would love to have you. Please join us same bat time, same bat channel next week. We're going to talk about Facebook profiles and warming up a cool to cold Facebook network. Here's how to find us. Thanks for joining. I will send the recording to Tammy momentarily, and everybody have a great day.